Hello, this is TC, and we're here in Ultimate Driving in Westover Islands, and we're gonna be driving a bus for the one last time. That since that all the games have been not delisted as well, everything was unplayable for underrated games. All of the underrated games were unplayable, and I have decided to drive a bus for one last time. But before I'm gonna be doing this for literally for one time, I'm not gonna be using as any way to do this as well. I got 295 skill points, and I almost hit the headlamp over here. So I would not actually going to be driving this for the really first time. Exactly, this is not I just trying to drive for this one. Especially, this is going to actually going to be driving the ultimate driving transit system for this thing. So, I won't actually going to be drive as anywhere as possible. I don't mention a round of these players, so I'm going to be using the city of the 5 mile loop. So, let's select for the one last time. Alright, let's lose our bonus, and we can't do anything as well against for like anything for to do this as well. So we're gonna be actually picking up the passengers, and it's not going to be necessary at always. So this is going to be where as I'll be driving as anyways to do this as well without any can actually try to do this like anyways to do. Alright, let's just slow down. I'm gonna be slow as 35 miles per hour. So, I won't actually going to be getting around here like that. So, driving a bus for the very last time is not easy for this one. Because of that, I may actually recorded over 15 minutes of this video. So it looks like it's actually partly cloudy, but not anywhere is going to be picked up for some anything around here. So let's pull up and stop around here for this one. And here we go. We're on our way for this thing, but I cannot be sure. I'll be waiting for just a little bit amount of time and wait for it. It's not gonna go for around here for this one. So everybody is actually still walking for this. And away we go. Let's go to the Cape Hellipon bus stop over here. It may taking too much time until I'll be awaited for something as well. So I'm gonna be going for over 75 miles per hour. The bad news is I can't go speeding anyway as fast as possible. The bad news is if I gotta be reaching over 75 miles per hour, this is a bad reputation around for this thing. Driving this bus could actually going to be for one reason. So I'll be right back until the storm gets it. I really think it's about to rain, and I'm probably sure that I'm gonna slow down, and all the way ended up in to the Westover Aquarium. So I slightly not going to have some money anyway, and because before I wasn't actually going to be around here, it's been over 17 minutes for this time as well, and I can't stop for without for like this. And looks like I won't able to lose my bonus, and I should able to still complete for myself as well. So I might gotta drop off the passengers, and I using for a manual transmission. Alright, let's just drop off the passengers. And I decided to wait for it. And we're gonna be picking up for many passengers as fast as possible. And the bad news is, things are not gonna be about to rain any sooner as well. But looks like we're in the afternoon stage. But looks like all of these news are gonna be getting in around here for this. I don't really think that these guys are absolutely slowly making their way into the bus as well. So, looks like the next stop is going to be for something as well. I'm not very sure. So, let's put on for this one. So, the Westover bus stop is actually going to be the next one. Unfortunately, I may not actually going to be right next to do this. Eventually, I might actually going to bypass anyway for this time as well. The speed camera is actually nearby, so I eventually going to slow it down. So for 35 miles per hour, I need to cruise for a little bit for one time. And I don't want to get some wanted levels around for this. So when was turned night could be for actually for this thing. I guess we're going to be dropping off for this one. This is very short, and I'm going to drop off. Oh geez, this is not going to be getting around here for this one. And I'm going to be picking up the passengers as for this. I don't believe it, this is actually for this one. As I'm going to be speeding as well, which is actually the bad news, that I'm sadly going to be driving all the way to Kensington, which is probably far that I absolutely try to arrive for this. So, headed all over to Palm Shores Boardwalk bus stop. Is the next stop could be for right of this thing over here. Now I'm gonna slow down up to 68 miles per hour. So I cannot believe that I just going to be headed all over to do this as well. Oh geez, I'm not actually going to be for speeding. I try not to lose some bonus. I don't need any damage as well. If that somebody hits my car, I don't believe that I haven't started of this thing as well. So, as I'll be continuing this video, I got 2383 miles driven since I started in 2380 miles driven. Unfortunately, things have started to rain by sometimes as cloudy. So overall, I just decided to quit my job. And I won't actually going to be taken around as well for since that yet. And I'll be actually going to be slow down the cruise. And for this one, and this should not actually going to be the last one. So I decided to slow myself down. That must be for Roblox advertisement right next onto the top right. So here we are around here for this one. Let's drop off any passengers. I can't actually going to be taking a little bit seriously. So I'm going to be stopping over here and picked up another passenger for this one. I still able to be picked up for so long. I don't believe it. This is actually going to be taking for longer times as well. So back into this morning, when we absolutely finishing for a little bit for this thing as well, when we actually finishing for about for this thing as well, we can't end the job as we never able to find to do so. Now the next bus stop is actually into Ferris wheel bus stop as well. Is that actually for border pranks overall? So I eventually turning on the headlights on, which is actually going to be for this one. Earlier in this evening, I'm going to drop off for one of these people up the coast, and I have slightly got to be waiting for a long time. It's over 20 minutes of this video right now, and when we absolutely arrive for the final stop, and it will be in the morning for the schedule. And so that should be going to be the end of this video for over 24 hours. I don't believe it that the next stop could be Kensington. Let's go for downtown as fast as possible. Alright, this should be for this one more stop to do this, because the next clip will be in the final stop at the morning. So this is the last stop of this clip. And I cannot believe that this is actually going to be taking very too much as well. So I'm going to reduce for the speed limit as well. So I'm about to slow down as very quick as possible. So this is where let's head over to Kensington Beach over here for this one. So the speed camera is going to be should be next. So I don't believe I shouldn't able to keep on my accelerator on. So I decided to slow down to 35 miles per hour. Oh no. I'm going to slow down for 35 miles per hour. So this is actually going to be the same speed as well. And I do not get caught by any kind of law enforcement as well. So down to 31 miles per hour out of the speed limit. So that should be fine. So when does the moon came down so quick? It's going to be the morning drive. And I'm not going to get out of this vehicle by pressing the letter F as well. So I arrive at scene of this one. So I'll be getting around here for this one, like this. Alright, let's put out for the passengers. So it looks like this morning won't be a night slow drive. That shouldn't absolutely gonna be possible to get around here. So the morning passed so quickly, and I'm trying to get some passengers as fast as possible. And so we're absolutely on the go again. So I'm just still waiting. And let's get around here. So another one could be for around here on your right. So oh geez, it's not going to get around here this easy. So this is not really good news around here for me. I'm starting to get a little bit out of control of this bus. So I better slow down without anything damaging the entire bus. So I'm still actually gonna go around here for this. And actually, oh geez, this is not good. Oh geez, I have a lot of miles around here. 2385 miles driven. Alright, we're almost there around here for this one. And I'm going to be stopped right over here. And drop off the passengers. And I gotta get one as well. The next step is actually going to be headed over to the city. This is not really possible as well, as I think this is actually going for 2 days of driving a bus. And I don't believe it, that isn't going to be quite fully much whatsoever. So this pretty much is going to be arrive at another nighttime, as I'm not pretty possibly that sure. Let's keep on getting around here. So over here, it take for a little bit long to Woodbury bus stop. A while ago, since that morning, the skies are finally cleared, and we are absolutely going to be arriving for this one before we'll actually going to end of this video. I'm probably sure this will be over 25 minutes of this video that I cannot believe it as well. So make sure the game is linked in description around as well. But unfortunately, this game was completely unplayable. I'm probably sure that I just actually going to slow down. I have totally for the final miles that I just going to be driven around here. So I'm going to be trying to drop off the passengers as fast as possible before I decided to enter to something else. Like what? It's not probably going to be the shortest, and it looks like I'll be entering throughout for the Interstate 195. So I'm probably sure I won't absolutely gotta be entering around of this interstate around here. So I gotta be around to this bus stop over here. So the next one is going to be even necessary, as we're going to drive all the way to these things as well. So I cannot believe it that this should not actually going to be for driving for fares. So after a last couple of minutes around here, so this is where it should be going all the way around here. their next location will be actually going to be in the top of the Westover Islands. So I slightly going to be that way, and that shouldn't be even possible as well. To go back here, and I have started to speed myself over here. Oh jeez, I have started to speed over 75 miles per hour. And I might almost started to lose bonus. If I absolutely hit the speed camera, I could lose bonus as well as really fast. So, as I probably gotta be taking for one last step to do this as well, I cannot actually gotta be closing in as well. So, looks like I still don't have any damage around here. This is the city corner around here for this one. And I'm not going to be doing for a little bit of reverse, for just a little bit as possible. When I see the camera like here, or some kind of the speed limit that says 25 miles per hour, I should actually going to rapidly slow down as fast as possible and brake itself and cruise it for set to do this. So I'm not going to be very sure this isn't going to be exactly as well. So let's slow down a little bit as well. So crossing around the highways around here for this one. So I know that this is actually going to be the best way to get on to the highways as fast as possible. So looks like I'm going to be slowing down for just like 25 miles per hour. Wait a second. I may not going to see the speed camera over here, so there's no speed camera over here for this one. And there is our next stop over here. So this is where we ended off this service. So I would not actually try to do this whatsoever. And the sun might able to go down as a little bit pretty quick as possible before I'll end of this video very much. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not very sure this isn't going to be exactly that. I just missed the 10. Alright, so this is actually going to be at the police station nearby. And looks like our final stop has finally arrived at the station platform. How cheesy, guys, it could be for one itself. And looks like, let's drop off, and it's time to end the job for this. And so on. Wait for it. Did I score something a little bit slower for group bonus? And I ended up 2387 miles driven. And finally, I absolutely have any payout for a lot of them as well. So let's just jump out of the vehicle and let's end of those videos, so some sort of like that thing. So I can't actually try to get back into the vehicle, so I won't actually gonna be keeping on mine for that thing. Oh geez, that was totally weird as possible. I can't actually going to jump in for this some kind of bus. And I just totally forgot to turn off the headlights as well. So it's time to end of this video with a farewell to bus driving for this thing as well. Farewell to this bus on Ultimate Driving, and I unable to be driving for this thing as well. So make sure the link is going to be in the description below. And it's time to say farewell to this bus in Ultimate Driving. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and this game may not be playable as well or not. Let me know down in the comments if you know about, if this game got a lot of visits, then this game could actually still be playable until spring of 2026. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I will talk to you mini lads all later to the next video.